Okay, so I had a question that I wanted to answer and thought would be easier over video. The question that was sent to me was, how can you see a list of student grades by assignment? I can only see the average on their assignments. Also, there was an option in the old version to view assignment details so that I could see which questions were missed by students. So I'm going to try to answer all these because there's a lot to it. So I'm going to start by, I don't need to keep that. I'm going to start by, in digits, I'm going to select data. And I'm using an old fake information I had in here from last year. And so first of all, this is where you see the averages. Now this I have a May assignments. You can custom range however much you want to see. You can also custom range for the whole semester or quarter. And once you do that, you can hit export data. And if I hit export data, it will give me a file as a CSV, and it'll put it in my downloads folder. And when I open it, mine opens in Excel. And so that you can kind of see what it looks like here coming up. And I'll pull it over so you can see better. So I have the student name and all the assignments during that time period. And down here's the key. And you could do that for a whole quarter or just for a day or for a week or however you wanted. But going back to here, if I want to know if yesterday I gave an assignment, let's say I gave this assignment, surface area and volume, and I want to see how they did overall, I can click on that bar, and here I see how each student did and how many questions they got right. And if I click up here in View Item Analysis, I get the information that shows me each question, how many answered it correct, how many answered it incorrect, and how many got partial credit. If you want to know who got partial credit, for example, you can click on the number and it'll bring up the names of the students. So that's one way to kind of get information where I can see how well they did. Now another way I can do it is using the classes. And classes, again, I pick the class. And here it's going by assignment, assignments by class. And if I want to see how they did on any specific assignment, like this 7th grade test I have in here, I can click on it. And over here I can view student status. And it will show me how each student did on the assignment. I can also, here in red you can see this is they did it past the due date. I can also click any student, hit review, and it will bring up that student's assignment, a test, and it says what you need more practice with, and then it'll say the things you did successfully. Now this was a very long assignment, it was a whole year test. But I can go to any question, like they got question 7, I can view the question and see what the correct answer was. Here it was 8, and they answered 12.5. Now, that's again if I want to see it as a class. So I can view assignments by class. I also can view assignments by student. So if I want to look at a certain student and how they're doing overall, so I can choose a student, and it says, well, there's 6 things they haven't done, 0 in progress, and 119 completed. If I click the 119, it'll bring up all the assignments that child has completed and the grade that they got on each one. It takes a moment to load because there's a lot here. And so it's in order from due date. This looks like a lot because this was a unit assessment. But here, down here, I can see each homework and the grade they got on each one. And I can scroll through. But probably, again, the best way to get like a gradebook is through data and select the class that you want and hit the select the range that you want the data and click Export Data. Again, to see specifics on how they did on the assignment, you can click on the bar and click View Item Analysis, and you can see how they scored on each question so you know which questions to go over. Hope that helps.